Hello again, everybody. We are going to be making tater tot casserole. So I'm just showing you kind of what I had. I had a few open things of cheese, so I was just going to kind of use up what I had. But basically, you are going to take the tater tots and cook them as normal. I noticed while watching this back that I actually did something wrong. I am going to show you here in just a second the instructions on the back of the bag. It clearly says preheat. I did it really fast, I'm sorry. It says preheat to 425, and you see me there doing 325. So I didn't even realize that till I was watching it back. But it came out okay. I did feel like the tater tots weren't as hot after cooking them for 15 minutes as I would have expected them to be. So there's that. But I use ground turkey. So you saw me there. I had put this in the sink at lunchtime on this day to thaw out. The middle was still actually a little bit hard, but I guess it just depends on your freezer and how cold everything is. I don't know who was doing that in front of the camera. They were sticking something in front of there. But while things are getting started up, so I'm preheating the oven for the tater tots, and I am getting that ground turkey started. I'm just going to get the dishwasher unloaded from the night before so that I can load things as I go while I'm cooking. But if you are new and you've never seen one of my videos before, I want to introduce myself. My name is Haley. My channel is At Home with Haley. I am a full-time working mom of 5. I am married to Justin, and we live in South Carolina. On this night, I have been at my daughter's soccer game, so she's in 8th grade, and she just started playing soccer this year. She's played volleyball for a few years, but this is her first time for soccer. So I had been there, so needed something quick to do when I got home, and this is what I picked. I don't love to cook. I do it all the time because I need to feed my family, and we're not gonna go out to eat every night. I can't afford that. But I tend to shy away from recipes if they have like a ton of ingredients. So I thought I will start kind of sharing some of the ones that are quick, easy for you working moms or just people that don't love to cook. Let me stop here. That face I just made was because my son picked up a frozen tater tot and put it in his mouth and started chewing it up. And he's 18, so whatever. I just decided pretty quickly I didn't care. But I was just like, what are you doing? And again, I had this dish dirty from last night. I had been soaking, so I'm going to clean that up while things are cooking. So anyway, what I was saying is I just thought, most of the recipes are things that I make pretty often don't involve too many ingredients, and I prefer it that way. If I see a long list of ingredients on a recipe, I am not going to make it, or I'm gonna leave out a bunch of stuff. So my kids and my husband don't love like a bunch of peppers and onions and things like that in our food. I eat peppers and onions, but they just don't like that. So if I made it that way, it likely would not get eaten. So I tend to keep things kind of a little more, I don't want to say plain, but more broadly enjoyed is what I'll say. And then, sometimes I might add something to mine at the end or whatever. But in general, I try to make quick things that I can put together 20 to 30 minutes and be done, because I just don't have a lot of time. I work until 5 o'clock. A lot of times there's, activities, either I'm picking someone up or taking someone somewhere, or there's a game or an activity that one of my kids is involved in. So there's just not a lot of time. So I just need things that are easy for me, that most of my family is gonna like, And so that's where, you know, I look to do things that are easy. So if you were like me and you want easy recipes, check me back again. I will be sharing these periodically. My channel also has cleaning, motivation, organization, home updates, and that type of thing. So check back with me if this is your first time, and you'll see some different type of content. So I was just getting that ground turkey browned up. I do not drain my ground turkey. If this were ground beef, I would have. I tend to buy ground turkey though. I did have my gallbladder out last year. Since then, I probably would be fine with it, but before that, it would make me feel kind of sick to eat ground beef. So I just did the ground turkey. I like it just as good. No one seems to care that it's not ground beef, and I feel like it's, you know, a little bit more healthy. Not that we're, you know, super healthy minded people, but I try not to feed us too much, you know, junk or super overly fatty foods or things like that. But I also am not like super health minded. I try to be a little bit, but I just wanted to have a side with our dinner. You could, you know, any vegetable that you guys like would be a good side with this. I don't love corn, but my kids and my husband eat corn pretty well, so I cook it occasionally. It's not like a weekly thing we eat. But I do, if I make it, I did a can of cream corn and a can of whole kernel just to not have it super creamy, but not just the whole kernel. So I mix the two cans together, and that's normally how we eat it if I'm doing canned corn. Occasionally we'll do corn on the cob, and I'll either boil it or we'll do it on the grill, wrapped in aluminum foil. So that's normally what we do. But if you have, you know, green beans, broccoli, whatever kind of vegetable you want, you could do here. So the timer was going off for the tater tots. So I got those out and got my pan ready. I accidentally cut off the oven, but I actually need it on because I'm going to put this back in there in just a few minutes to cook it all together and let the cheese that I put in it melt. So I sprayed my pan with some cooking spray, and now I am getting those tater tots into the pan. I start by scooping them a little at a time, and then I get a little smarter and realize I could just dump the whole thing in there. So that's what I ended up doing. So it doesn't matter as you're doing this if you like break them up into pieces, that's fine. So you're gonna pour your ground turkey and cream of mushroom mixture. I guess I kind of glazed over that, or I didn't show it, but once the ground turkey was browned, I poured both cans of cream of mushroom in there and mixed it all up. I don't remember if that's in here or not, but don't forget that step. And then I'm just mixing all of that together really well. Again, the tater tots are going to like fall apart in some cases. It's fine. You don't have to try to like keep them together. If you prefer for them to stay whole, you could just put this over top of the tater tots and not mix it all in, but I think it's better, in my opinion, if you mix it all up. And then I had a couple different kinds of cheese, so I'm using whatever I want. So this was cheddar and mozzarella. If you only want cheddar, that's fine. If you have another type of cheese you prefer, you could do that. You could even do some Velveeta if you wanted to, so whatever you want. And then if you do like peppers and onions, you could cook some up and put them in with this. You could add corn to this. You could add green beans to this. You could mix all that up in there. Whatever you wanted to do, but the base being that, you know, that it's tater tots, some kind of ground meat, and then we like cheese, but if you're, you know, dairy free and you can't have cheese, you could leave that out. So really anything you want to do, but this is just how I do it, how we like it, and what's easiest for me to put together. And then I do put some cheese over the top that is not mixed in, so I mix some of it in, and I put just some on top that's going to just melt over top really nicely. And then I think I did a little bit of the mozzarella on top as well. Yeah. And then I put this back in the oven, and I think I did about 6 minutes. You could probably go to 10 minutes and it'd be even more melted. But it was ready and we were ready to eat. So now the timer's going off. I'm gonna pull it out. It was on 350. But again, I messed up at the beginning. It should have been on 425 with the tater tots at the beginning. All right, but there it is, done, quick, easy. Everybody liked it. Sometimes I do cream of mushroom and cream of chicken mixed, but I didn't see cream of chicken at the store this week, so just did both cream of mushroom. So keep that in mind. I think I like it better with the mixture of the two, with the cream of chicken and cream of mushroom. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Bye.